Hi, I'm Michelle LeBlanc, coach with Outrival Racing, the official coach of Memorial Hermann Ironman, Texas. This is bike course video 3 of 4, and we're going to give you some tips and pointers and explain some of the ins and outs of the course to help you prepare a little bit better. Outrival Racing is based in the Woodlands, and we ride these roads pretty much every weekend, so we know the roads and the route like the back of our hand. After about a mile on Bethel Road, you'll take a left on Taliaferro Road. So here you stay straight on Taliaferro Road. Road surface here again is more of a country road, very narrow. Again, you'll want to ride to the right here to avoid a drafting or blocking penalty. This section is very shady. Probably be some of the last shade you'll have before pretty much the finish line. So enjoy it once you get through this Bethel box area. You'll be pretty exposed to the sun for the rest of the day. If you come out to train, there is pretty much no traffic out here. You might see a car or two at most. That still stays Taliaferro Road, just kind of took an elbow turn. There's no signage there. There really isn't another option. You just turn. You just kind of turn to the left. Now here you're going to be kind of climbing up out of this section. Again, it's hard to tell on these videos when you're going uphill or downhill, but you're definitely climbing here all the way until you hit Bays Chapel. I believe this road actually turned into 209, but you didn't have to turn onto 209. It just kind of veered around and turned into Country Road 209. Can't say I've ever seen the sign for that out there. And we've ridden this way too many times. You won't have any aid stations back in here. There's a lot of traffic here. This is definitely not the norm. I believe there was an event going on, but you won't see that type of traffic on a typical basis when you come out and train up here. All right, now the road, the map's a little different. Here it tees, and then you're going to actually turn left onto Bays Chapel. The map does not show that. The map shows this road going straight into Richards. It doesn't, and here we just turned right at 149. So you turned left onto Bays Chapel, and then you turned right back onto 149. Which is a little different than what the map shows. The directions are correct in the turn-by-turn direction list. So here we stay on 149. You're in Grimes County, so the road surface is a little different than what you experienced in Montgomery County. Watch out for some cracks and some potholes. And right here, in 2011, you went straight right over those railroad tracks due to a last-minute accident, but you're actually going to kind of curve around here and then go into the little town of Richards. I would recommend refueling here. There's 2 gas stations. The one right there to the right is the best one I would recommend. It's where pretty much everybody that comes out and rides stops. Now here we are still on 149. We call this the Big Rich. It's an extra 12-mile loop add-on. We passed aid station 5 back there in Richards in the 50-mile marker. Along this road, which is, again, the northern section of 149, just west of Richards, you're going to pass the halfway point, the 56-miler. You're going to go over a timing mat, and here's the only checkpoint that they had, at least the only checkpoint they've had the first 2 years. That could change. You're going to hit mile marker 55 right to the right. Road surface on this whole Big Rich, this whole box area up there on the northwest section, you're gonna want to move around and find smooth road surface. It kind of changes. You'll get some chip and seal in sections, and then some smooth sections, and it varies for this whole 12-mile loop. So I'd advise you to kind of find the smooth section and try and bike on that chip and seal. Work your tires and work your core and back a little bit. And here we go. We're going to turn left on 2562. And we're on the second half of the bike course now. And this is where You are starting to head back. When you come out to train, there's very little traffic out here. It's very safe riding, very enjoyable riding. Now you're going to come to a T in the road. This will be mile marker 60. You're going to turn left onto 2819. Here we go. Turn left onto 2819. You can only turn left or right. And you're going to have aid station number 6 up here to the right. Also, right around here, they'll start asking you if you need your special needs bags. Remember, you can put nutritional products in your special needs bag. You can put extra socks, put an extra tube. So if you need your special needs bag, you can ask for it here, and then along this road at the midway point, you'll see off to the right, they'll have the special needs bags. Remember, you want to try and plan the ride so that you don't need to stop. The special needs bag is really just kind of a last resort. If you drop some nutrition, some of your electrolytes or some goos or something you need in particular, or something goes awry, then you might need something out of that bag. But we advise you to plan so that you don't need that bag. Now this section you're heading uphill, so that whole Richards Big Rich box up on that northwest section, it starts by going net downhill, and so then when you're coming back on the second half of the box back towards 1486, you're going to be climbing just a little bit. Turn right onto 1486. That was the 65 mile marker. Now you are on 1486 for quite a ways. You pretty much stay straight from mile 65 all the way to mile 90. All the way to mile 83. Then you're going to turn left on Jackson and then be on Jackson till mile 90. So you're on this stretch of road, 1486, for 25 miles. This road surface here in Grimes County is a little rougher than it's going to become here in just a little bit when you enter back into Montgomery County. Here's where you'll also, if the winds are pretty bad, you'll have a nice solid headwind in this section. Again, all this area out here is very safe to train on. As you can see, very limited vehicle traffic out there. All right, a little bit about drafting. Remember, you always want to ride to the right. You have to stay 7 meters or 4 bike lengths behind the rider in front of you. If you want to pass a rider, you need to make that pass within 20 seconds. So once you enter that 7 meter or 4 bike length draft zone, you have to make that pass within 20 seconds or you can be penalized. The pass occurs once the rider from behind breaks the front plane of the rider that they're passing, and that's considered the overtaking point. So once you overtake a rider, that rider has to drop back out of the draft zone within 20 seconds, or they can get a blocking penalty. First penalty in Ironman is 4 minutes. Second penalty is also 4 minutes. Third penalty results in a disqualification. What's a little different in Ironman than the shorter races, for those of you that are new to this distance, the officials will inform you right there on the spot of your penalty, and they'll give you a card. At that point, you'll have to, you don't want to argue with the referee. That'll just give you another penalty. But what that means is that the next penalty tent, you're going to have to stop and get your card marked and either wait for 4 minutes, or it just depends on what penalty you got. But they'll tell you at the penalty tent. So here we are. We just, off to the right, it's going to be aid station number 7. And we continue on 1486, making our way to the intersection of 105 and 1486, which is the little town of Dobbin. There's a gas station off to the left coming up right before that intersection, and you won't have another gas station for about 12 miles, so there's a great refueling spot right here to the left. You're going to cross over 105, then you've got a little climb all the way up to Jackson Road, which is a couple miles past that intersection. You'll pass mile marker 80 right around here. As you're still on 1486, looking for Jackson Road. Again, you've got some rolling hills through here. As you're riding on this last little section of 1486, for those of you that aren't familiar with the area, you'll want to look for a little sign off to the left that says Jackson Road. It's easy to miss. It's a small country road. It's right before a steep climb. So just look for it. There's no sign to the right, so the sign is only off to the left for Jackson Road. So as you can see, you've got a little climb coming up here. You want to watch out for oncoming traffic as you make this left turn right here onto Jackson Road. As you can see, another small country road. 1486 is a big road. This is a small country road. For the most part, it's flat. Maybe has a little bit of incline to it. We've got some residents and businesses along this road. Traffic will start to pick up a little bit compared to some of the country roads that you rode on out north. At that intersection right before you turned onto Jackson Road, you had aid station mile 8. This is a section that, if you pace the bike properly, didn't go out too hard the first 40-50 miles, you'll start to pass some of the riders that notoriously go out too fast in Ironman. Hopefully you'll be able to still ride in arrow position at this point. This is really where the hurt can really start to kick in, at around mile 80, 85, 90. You're on Jackson Road for about 8 miles. You're going to pass an intersection at Jackson Road in 149, and you're going to stay straight at that intersection as you make your way to 1488. For those of you that are coming in town to ride, feel free to contact us, www.outrivalracing.com, or you can email us at info@outrivalracing.com. If you have any questions or concerns about the course, we're happy to answer any questions you have. We ride every weekend, mostly on Saturdays, leading into Ironman, Texas between January and May. Guests are welcome as long as you let us know you're coming. We have it on our website as well where we start, so you're welcome to come join us for our non-supported rides. Our athletes are really friendly, really helpful. Love to help people that are coming in from out of town know the course. And as we make our way to 1488, at that intersection of Jackson Road and 1488, you're going to hit mile marker 90 and aid station number 9. You're also going to have a gas station off to the right here where you can refuel before getting onto 1488. And here we go. We're going to turn left onto 1488, cross over some railroad tracks. This road is right here. It's a 2-lane road, but it'll turn into a 4-lane road. It's got a lot of traffic. It's got a wide shoulder. The shoulder can tend to have a lot of large debris, so be cautious of that. The road surface is very smooth. If the winds are bad that day, then you can expect a headwind or a little bit of a crosswind on this section. Very sunny, very exposed with the sun directly overhead. In 2011, the bike course turned right and added a southern portion to the current bike course. In 2012, the course changed and it stayed straight on 1488. We will pick up part 4, continuing on FM 1488. Thanks for watching, and be sure and check out our website at www.outrivalracing.com to see more previews of the Memorial Hermann Ironman Texas course.